live.
Yep.
Uh,
My question is just how do I clean the gloves?
oh,
So if you
easy.
have time at the end, how do I pop them
Yeah.
out?
Yeah. Okay. We can go through that. Definitely we can go through that as well. But big love to you for keeping on going and looking for answers and now, not giving up and listening to your body and now, making all the changes. So yay.
So thank you,
You,
Chelsea. You've saved me.
Eureka.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you.
The next thing that you might want to look into is our circulate compression, but I'll talk about that tonight as
Thank
well.
you.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Boob Camp Live Day 2, everyone. Can I get a hello if you are in Facebook? If you're in Boob Camp, please send through a hello to Mads. Send me through a message or give me some hearts on Instagram Live if you are on Instagram. We hit a record last night with Instagram, I think 91 people. Woohoo! So that was super cool. Just letting all of the Instagrammers know that you will miss out tomorrow night talking all about vaginas because we're not talking about that live on Insta because I am interviewing Tia Brennan, the most amazing naturopath who knows everything womany. She's got the best way to explain things too. So you will need to be in Boob Camp. You will need to be in Zoom tomorrow night, officially only in here. Okay. So what we're talking about tonight, everyone. Hi. Hi. Hi, everyone. So what we are talking about last night was a nice, easy, do your best. Okay. Do your best. Tonight is a no excuses. No excuses. Okay. So, what I mean by no excuses is every day I have a different type of human being send through a photo, send through a message, tell me a story about how the gloves has changed their life. So, whether it has been a story that we just heard about that Dorita, did I say that right? Dorika? Knew that she was struggling with her health for 20 years since the birth of her baby and knew that she was carrying extra fluid. The doctors told her the opposite thing that you should do, and she's found a better doctor, changed doctor, and found out that she has lymphedema and she's been using the gloves. She's changed her life. Everything is moving. Her ankles have gone from cankles down to ankles, and she's feeling so much better. So just continuing, and she wasn't listening to the excuses. She kept on going. You'll have a look and you'll see Cherie. So rewire. If you've seen lately in Boob Camp or on our Chelsey G Lymphatics, she is buff. She has been bodybuilding for 30 years. Like, and oh, wait till you see her. Um, she is toned, she's like hard, all of the things. And she's just made a video saying that she is the best, her skin is the best because you have to be dry, your muscles, like everything has to stick. All they want to see is the outline. You know how they look, just the outline of that muscle. And she said that nothing has prepared her as well as the gloves for this competition season. So from one end of feeling, what's going on with me holding on to all of this fluid to the other end of getting up on stage and like the ultimate, feast of bodies. It was just it's everyone can do this. And if you are in a wheelchair, if you are elderly, little kids, like honestly, there is no excuses. If you've got hands, even if you don't have hands, you can still bounce. You can still move your shoulders. You can still, I don't know, rub on the gloves somehow. But, I just want you all to know that there are so many possibilities and so many different ways that you can utilize this into your day. So if it is okay with you, we're going to run through all the different ways that there is to use the lymphatic cream, the magnesium spray, the face biotics, the gloves, the circulate compression. And if you have something to add, please let me know. Let me know in the comments. And if you've got any ideas that you'd love to share what you do, this is a community. This is about us sharing with each other, going, hey, I've got a great idea. Let's do that. One thing we did do listening to the community is I thought that I was really clever when I made the name lymphatics. ticks, okay? Because how does fat get transported around your body? Through the lymphatic system. So you can't move fat if your lymphatic system is clogged and not moving. So I trademarked the name lymphatics, thinking I was like really clever. We then put out a question to our community and asked them, what do you think about the name lymphatics? Because we had a couple of people say that they won't buy the cream as a present for a friend because they didn't want their friend to think that they think that they're fat. Would you ever, okay? And like we had some things said about that. And then we popped that question into Boob Camp and into socials, and we had 60% of people say that they would not buy, well, they prefer not to have the word fat on the bottle. So we have changed a new label to lymphatic body cream, okay? Detox and drain. So we have listened. It's not a big bad thing. It's not like a trans rainbow, gender thing. I just think it's important. I can understand the reasoning behind it, but we've listened and we've changed to the lymphatic bottle. Next year, we are going super sexy. And if you've seen in Boob Camp, we are getting bottles made that are the teal color. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited for that, but that's like a next year sort of plan. But listening to the community is something that we are going to ask again. We're going to ask now that we have set up our own manufacturing plant in Brisbane. So in our HQ, in our headquarters, we've put all the manufacturing in. I can pretty much make anything now. Anything. So we're thinking about a really cool natural body wash to go with the gloves. So we'll ask in Boob Camp what you think about that. And then we're also thinking about there is some really cool studies coming through on some like accelerators that we can use in. So we're going to have one like for skin, one for cellulite, one for like itchiness. So we can just add a couple of drops and make the cream, even though it is already so powerful with all the botanicals in here, that we can make an accelerator. So I think there's like the gotcha cola that's in here, but there's one part of the gotcha cola plant that is now really potent that they're using it for fat loss. And I think it's like $21,000 a kilo or something ridiculous price. But we can mix that with some hyaluronic acid and make a powerful cream, accelerator to use around like fibrotic tissue areas and cellulite areas and lipedema areas. So that's what I'm thinking, but I would love your advice out there as well. Okay, teamwork. All right, so day 2 boob camp, no excuses. So that means we're going to run through all the different ways that you can use your gloves. How did everyone go last night and today? Have you all been motivated to pick up your gloves and rub your body? Yes, amazing. Lots of yeses, and that's why we're here. I'm just not here to flog you some gloves and flog you some cream. I'm here to make a difference. I'm here to motivate you and to keep you going month by month, to give you a little bit of a nudge here and there, because you keep me accountable just as much as, so I need you guys just as much as you need me to give you a little kick up the bum. So I'm glad that you've used your gloves. Now let's go through the sequence maybe a little bit slower and a little bit more intentional. But I want you to know that this is all about getting the toxins out of your body. And the best way to get the toxins out of your brain is what? How do we get the toxins out of our brain? What are we supposed to get? Yep, 8-9 hours of a night? Sleep. That's how we detoxify our brain. Who's up in the middle of the night going to the toilet a couple of times? Who's up having hot flushes? Who's sleeping next to somebody who wakes them up with snoring, things like that, whose dog barks, and then something else happens, and then you just get back to sleep, and then the dog barks again. Uh, I had a lady at gym yesterday, and she was talking about they're going to Europe, in England somewhere, and they're getting a room. They're staying in a room that has no windows. And I was like, ew. And she's like, oh, but it's amazing. It's like in the middle of this building. When you turn everything off, it is complete darkness and it is quiet. And there is no sounds of anything. Like that's a bonus, I think. But getting our sleep, our glymphatic system in our brain needs to, it's like your brain going through a car wash. You start off with the wash, and you can't get to a deep clean if you keep on waking up. So the deeper sleep you get, and normally you need to get to bed by 9 o'clock, 9:30 to get that deep sleep in, and then you will go through the REM and the softer sleep as the night goes on into the morning. But if you can try to get to bed, your best day starts with your nighttime routine. Yeah? Does anybody agree? Okay. We have to make sure that we are getting enough sleep. We're going to bed with an okay, clear mind. Journal if you need to. If you need to get anything out, write it down so we can go into a peaceful sleep. Getting that sleep on your left hand side, and they've just done a study that if you raise your feet, so if you put your feet up on a pillow, that is supposed to increase your glymphatic drainage rate. I don't know if I can sleep. Like I sleep with a pillow between my legs. Just went and bought one of the body ones, um, which I love. But so I'm not sure if I can sleep sort of on a hill, but they've done some studies and they said that that works as well. So our glymphatic system, our brain needs to go through this car wash. So then all of the waste also drains down to our heart, to the main pickup area at the sink. At the sink here, and then we move the plug. So when we do our face, remember we always start at our chest first. If you're going to have a facial, make sure that they are opening up, or you just do it before you even get there. Opening up and massaging through all of these areas in your chest so we can get that glymphatic drainage. You might even feel that sinusy move. You might even feel that nasal drip down your throat when you first start doing this. But if you want to shape your face, glymphatics before bed, sleeping the best that you can. And we can do a whole thing on sleep. Shay does an amazing talk on sleep. We can get her back again in BooB camp. So getting up in the morning, I get up and on my way to the toilet, I massage my boobs. So as I'm going to the toilet, I am just wiggling, touching all around my boobs, underneath my arm, and then until I start burping. Then I know that I've opened up. I don't know if my body just, because I've been saying pop the cork so much that the brain and the body is just joined in and got me burping. But that's how I start in the morning. I will then like have my cup of tea, have my water, move my body, and then get ready I will get dressed for gym. And before gym, it is super important. So at the moment, I'm exercising a lot. So I'm putting on my magnesium spray, but I've got mine in my pump because I use it a lot and I use it in the bath too. So I've just put a pump on my 500 ml one here. I will put my magnesium on before gym because I want to get the most out of my muscles. I love the magnesium and the MSM and the arnica, all built into here. So my muscles, as I'm moving them, as I'm warming up, I'm going to be absorbing, and I'm going to be sweating because of the magnesium. So I will put the magnesium on, and then I will use the rollable sides of my glove and really get in and move. I go quite deep, open up all the areas and give myself a good massage, especially if I'm feeling sore in any area. So go where the inflammation is. Go
Question.
there. Yes.
How come when you use the balls, That hurts when you roll over certain areas, whereas when you use a spiky, it doesn't.
Like pinching skin, do you
No,
mean?
no,
No.
like pressure pain.
Oh, yes, because you're going deeper.
Okay.
You're going deeper, you're going into the fascia. And you're going cross fiber when we're using the rollerball side
Okay.
of the glove.
Yeah.
Yes. So when you're feeling pain, feel it. Is it because I've used that muscle? Or is it because, oh, that's sore? Like last night after boot camp, I've just gone and sat in the lounge and looked at my leg. And oh, I don't have pants on, but I'm going to show you that look, this big hematoma, like this big lump, has come up on my leg, and I've got no idea how it got there. I think it might even be a bite, but I didn't bang it. I don't know what I did, but straight away I put the lymphatic cream on because of all the arnica in the lymphatic cream. And where did I start massaging? Up around my knee. So because I'd already done all of my body, like with you guys last night, but I felt around my knee and I'm like, oh, that is really sore around my knee. So if I can unblock around my knee, then this has got a better chance of moving up and escaping. And no, I'm not going to put ice in it because ice slows everything down, and we don't want slow when it comes to our circulatory system and our body's response to inflammation, our body's response to healing. We want movement, we want heat. So I did use compression on there, and it has gone down quite a bit. So just use the balls, and even if you get into like a certain area, and give yourself a massage. Like how nice does that feel? Giving yourself that deeper massage. And as a massage therapist for many, many years, like my arms would get so sore massaging. And that's why I teach all of our massage therapists how to massage with the roller balls and use it on their clients, because you don't have to, bash yourself up. You don't have to go full hardcore in. You can look after your body more by massaging with the rollerball side. Okay. So I put on the magnesium, roll over with the gloves, get to gym, do a great workout, get home, and then I will spiky. And sometimes I will jump in the shower. I'll forget to do it beforehand. So then I will do it after the shower. Like it doesn't matter, but as long I just like to get that stimulation going. It is better to do it on dry skin if you want. We get new skin every 30 days. So if you want to do a dry skin brush, it is better to do it on dry skin. You do not have to do the spiky side and then jump in the shower. There is no rule that says you have to heat your body. It's probably better to heat your body up prior, like, really, but there is no rules to this. I'm trying to show you so many different ways that you can do it. And when I say, oh, it's better to do it before or after the shower, maybe 1%, who cares? Stop making rules around this. The only rule is that you are going to follow the sequence, starting at the chest, the arms, the belly, the thighs, the knees, and then ankles, and then flowing up. That's the only rule that we have. Then you have to figure out when is the best time for you. We've heard last night, maybe doing it before bed, getting too energized, getting too excited, and your body's all getting ramped up, ready for a party. So that's not going to work. Maybe it's better to do it more in the morning then. But other people love that nighttime routine. It focuses on self-care. It focuses on you instead of focusing on the external, what's going on out there. It's bringing back the big breath. It's bringing back the you're important. I love you. Back in, like doing it with the Ho'oponopono, like I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. Doing it with a beautiful meditation. So it all depends on what you've got going on as an individual, but you are going to do the same sequence. How long you spend in each area also is an individual time, because if like I've had a hysterectomy, I've got a scar, right? So yeah, I know that my pudgy belly not only is, stress related, but it's also because I've got a scar. and I need to do more work, even though straight out of hospital, or even while I was in hospital, I was using my gloves. But I know that I've got hormonal changes. This is what I'm going through at the moment. So when you know these things, it's like, okay, well, what can I do more? So I'm going to work more on my belly area. So then, because I can see that my legs are getting cellulite, dimply, because I haven't been working on my belly enough, because I'm always doing this part and then my leg part. So now I know that I need, since having my operation, I need to work double time on my tummy, because all of that lymphatic area has been damaged, has been cut, and it's going to take more time for the lymph to find its way after having the surgery, after having, your womb removed. It's a big thing having surgeries. So let your body have the time to reroute and to do what it needs to do. I thought you use the balls in the shower, doesn't matter. Hey, Terry. So what we're doing is I like to use the rollerball side after I put on my lymphatic cream. It is completely up to you. I find that using the rollerball side is best over top of clothes or over top of having the lymphatic cream, because then you're not going to get any pinchiness on your skin. It's going to glide better on your skin. So that's what works for me. If you want to use it in the shower, use it absolutely in the shower. Are we following the same sequence? Are we spending a little bit more time where we need to? So if you have lipedema or lymphedema, so the difference between the two, lymphedema normally happens when there has been lymph nodes removed. So you've got less toilets for the waste to go to. So there's going to be more of a backup of fluid going there. Does that make sense? So this can happen after breast cancer surgery. This can happen after any type of surgery where nodes are removed. Even if they're healthy nodes, they tend to get removed, which drives me insane. Even if the patient says, do not remove my nodes, they still go and remove the nodes. Or it can happen with an injury. So if a lot of ladies I hear who fall off bikes, and the seat can go into their groin and damage a lot of the lymph nodes at the top of their legs. Then they can get lymphedema, which is the swelling of a limb. So it's normally like in one limb that is associated. If you've got any had nodes removed here, then there is 1 in 3 chance of ladies with having breast cancer surgery that they will get lymphedema in their arm. And I explain it like it's having an arm like a trunk, like an elephant arm. It's, you know, it's a very big thing to live with. One, you've got the look of it. Two, to manage it, a lot of ladies are told that they have to bandage their arm every day. They have to wear a compression sleeve every day. So just going through that is a massive thing. I know when my son was burnt when he was little, and we had to have a full body suit on him, a compression suit, and just going through that for the 12 months that we did that, and then to be stuck, the women stuck with wearing that for their lives. It's a massive thing to do. They are not told anything after the breast cancer surgery that to massage more. They're told to go to a clinic that you can't get into for 6 months, and then you just get measured and told to come back in 3 months. And then by that time, Leonie's nodding, by that time, yeah, of course you've got lymphedema. And then you can go to their clinic more. Yay, they've got another patient for life. And that's sort of how it works. So if we can get the information out to anyone having any surgery, the importance of moving the lymph and instructing and pushing that fluid where to go to keep active, if you have lymph nodes removed, you need to do this at least twice a day. Like there is twice a day just to keep it normal. Not more, it has to be more than twice a day if you've got anything backed up. if there's rubbish that needs to be brought through, you have to do it a lot more and dedicate a lot of time. So lymphedema. Angela Wood, hello, my love. I've been meaning to call you. Call me tomorrow because I wanted to see how you went on the weekend. Okay? Send me a message. Cool. All right. So lipedema. Lipedema happens when we have a big crash of fat in the body, and it happens for lots of different reasons, and it is a metabolic issue. I think it is a very big toxic issue, and I think it's a big trauma issue as well. And when you have the perfect storm of those things colliding, the fat just can't just crashes. So you have diseased fat that builds up. And what it can also do is if we don't catch it at stage 1, we don't catch it when it's sore, when it's heavy, when it's sore to touch, hard to bounce, hard to move. If we don't catch it early, then we get on to stage 2 and stage 3 where it starts blocking the fluid going through your body. And then you can have lipedema as well as lymphedema. So you'll see ladies with bigger bellies, bigger bums, bigger legs, like really chunky around the knees, but then they go down into a little shelf on the ankles. It's becoming a massive thing. I think it's 1 in 8 women now in Australia have lipedema, and nobody knows anything about it. So if you do have any condition, any autoimmune condition, anything to do with health, it could be whatever you're struggling with, because disease is too much toxins and not enough nutrition. So if we are helping do detox, so then the nutrition can come in and your cells can be fed, that's what I would love to happen. What you said about the lymph clinics is so true. Measure and wear a sleeve. Yeah, that's shit. It's shit. It drives me nuts. And it's at rant time. It's at rant time. Okay, so a little bit of a rant time because, Lymphedema Australia hate me. Lipedema Australia as well don't like me either, because I'm all about preventative care. I want everyone using, I don't even care if you don't have the gloves, like use your hands, just be educated, because lymphedema, what happens is I've been teaching therapists how to do this. And it actually, you know what? This is not rocket science. You can all do this. Everyone can do this. But because Lymphedema Australia go through the soft touch VODA method, because that's what's been done forever, and these other things have been done forever, they just wanted to get into that forever cycle. And it can take years to find out that you do have lymphedema or lipedema, and then you go into a clinic and then you have to wait, and then you have to go back and just be measured, and then you're just given a sleeve. It's not great. So they're not happy that I'm teaching therapists how to, and as a massage therapist, we cannot diagnose with lipedema or lymphedema, but we can have a pretty good judgment. And everything that we're going to do is going to help as well. They don't like it that my therapists can do 1-day training because it doesn't really take that much. Like, we do a lot of theory and then we do a one day training, doing a lymphatics alive workshop. And then their therapists who have a 6-week wait, my people are getting clients. My people are changing lives. My people are getting to the community and making a difference so others don't have to wait 6 freaking weeks just to get measured. There's my rant. Okay. So please, whenever it comes to any, big government body, know that they have to follow rules. And it does take about 17 years for rules to change. So I know that they have to follow rules. I know that they have to get their funding. They have to do what they're told and say certain things and do certain things and be the little monkeys. But there's other ways to do it. So find a great integrative doctor. Go onto my website, find a lymphatic practitioner near you. And even if you go to one of my ladies while you are waiting to go to a proper lymphedema specialist, that's okay. That's okay as well. I have fatty tissue around my knees and the top of my knees. Should I use the gloves for a longer time on my middle area? Yes, Terry. Yes, definitely. So what we also have to look at is, does everyone follow Dr. Perry Nicholson, Stop Chasing Pain? Yes. So have a look. He's Stop Chasing Pain. What that means is if I have a sore knee, or just take my leg for example, you know that swelling just in the middle of around where my calf is. So I'm not going to touch there and work on that area. I'm going to work upstream. So we're not going to chase the pain and just only go where it is. I'm not going to go to a massage therapist or a physio or someone and say, "Oh, I've got a sore elbow, and I want and why do I just get this done?" How is that going to help me just rubbing where that is? Because if I've hurt my elbow, the lymphatic system has to get there, has to go to that area, has to remove all the debris, all of the dead shit, all of the cells, all the tissue, has to remove all of that, and then it has to bring all the nutrients to that area. So I have to make sure that pathway is open. Like ambulances, like the lights have to be green all the way to that area. We can't just have like a stop sign, or I'm not just going to work on that elbow. So yes, if you do have knee issues, a lot of the time you're going to find that you are tight in your hips. You're holding emotions in your hip areas. Do some swaying, open up through. Have you had any abdominal surgery? Are you a really short, shallow breather? Like you need to be able to belly breathe to get your lymphatic system working. Think about all of these things that you can do. So when you are brushing, intentions. That's why on our brochure, we have included around the outside all these beautiful affirmations around the top on the brochure. So, the first one that I looked at, you're going to love this. I am opinionated. I am opinionated. I am passionate. I am fierce. I am fragile. I am emotional. I am delicate. I am gentle. I am mysterious. I am intoxicating. I am fun. So we go through and just saying these I ams around the outside of our brochure here, because it's definitely not, all of this lymph stuff is definitely not just in your body, right? What does Louise Hay say about a blocked lymphatic system? It is a disconnection from joy, not having fun. Yeah. So sometimes just creating movement can be laughing, can be singing, can be doing something that you just really enjoy doing. And it doesn't matter if it's like, I love picking pimples. I get so excited when my son comes and sits in front of me with no shirt on. Like it is Christmas to me, right? But what do you love doing? Get out and do it more, because then you're going to feel the flow. Then you're going to get back into nature. Then you're going to be back in alignment and back in frequency. Our body holds so much trauma, so much of everything. We hold it, it's stagnant and we need to open that up. And that's when a lot of ladies in boot camp were saying, "Chelsey, I'm emotional. I'm using these gloves in different areas, and now I'm crying every day. I'm really emotional." It's like, yeah, you are. That's what happens. Tell me more about it. Oh, it's in my shoulder. Okay. Is it on the left or the right? Is it the male or the female side? Who are you carrying? So there is so much to this when you learn more about your lymphatic system, your body. You are an emotional, you know, being as well as a physical being. So we've got what's happening on the outside, what's happening on the inside, what's happening in our brain, like all of the different things. So being nice to you is self-care. You know, when you get to those days when everything is just too much and you try and you get knocked down and you try again and you get knocked down. And then the only thing that you can come up with to do is surrender. You know, those days we just get to surrender. Yeah, you get to take a breath and surrender. Um, Go and get a massage, get out your gloves, just spend time with you. I had one lady tell me that it was a terrible story. She lost her son, and she said that the only thing that got her through was just she would just sit with her gloves and feel and brush her body. So I don't know what memory that brought up for her, but she said that was the only thing that got her through the first couple of weeks was to sit and to brush herself with the gloves. So many different stories, so many beautiful stories, but sometimes you just need to surrender and come back to self-care, and it just comes back to a breath. Yeah. Okay. So what we're talking about is we got to sleep, we got to shower. Food. When it comes to choosing your food, please make the choices that are more alkaline. Everybody knows how to eat what they should and shouldn't eat. Everyone knows that we make excuses and we probably drink too much too. If you can just make a rule that you're going to have 2 liters of water a day, no matter what. 2 liters of water a day. I know that you can do it. Leonie, babe, I am so proud of you doing your walking. Okay, or the 1.8 kilometers. This chick, everyone, like when I met Leonie, she was using a walking frame. And she's just went to Africa, and now she's done my Lymphatics Alive workshop, and now she's doing she's doing these massages. She's an amazing therapist. And what are you, 78, Leonie,
78.
this year?
I've had two new clients this week, and it was 1.8 kilos each. Sorry, kilometers each way. So nearly 4
See?
kilometers.
Yeah, like just so proud of you. Okay.
Thank you,
So
darling.
everyone can do this. She's not using a walking frame anymore. She's learning about her body, learning about her lymphedema and lipedema, and moving and participating in life and connecting with other women. You know, I just didn't have to make a phone call when I said, "Oh, we've got these people coming up for the retreat. Leon, you can." Didn't I say to Catherine? I said, "You can just stay at Leonie's house," and it was like, "Yep, Leonie can come. Leonie will even come and get me from the airport." Like it's just a beautiful community that we're building and that we've got, that I want everyone to be, you know, a part of, and we can all teach and learn from each other. So
And
let's get
Catherine,
back.
sorry, then Catherine invited Nick. So I had both the girls.
Yeah, then you had Nikki as well, you know, and you are the hostess with the mostess. We know that. Okay, so magnesium lymphatic cream. I made these creams because there wasn't anything on the market particular for lymphatic health. I wanted something that would stimulate circulation. I wanted something when I put it on my body that I could feel a little bit of heat coming in. I wanted that increased movement. I wanted a little bit of redness. I wanted to see that it worked, but I also wanted my skin to be super plump and to be able to be plumped up as well. I had to use castor oil. I had to use MCT oil, and then frankincense, because frankincense gets through the blood-brain barrier within 6 seconds. So everything about frankincense I love a lot. Gotcha cola we've got in there, which is, you know, really important in Japanese culture. Living to 100, white cypress, love it. Yarrow, the beautiful. So white cypress is more of the woo-woo side when it comes to lymphatics. Yarrow, horse chestnut, bladderwrack. So we've got the seaweed component in there as well. all of these active ingredients, the lemon. So we make this cream. We make this cream ourselves. You will not get anything else full of this potential at like this. It should be 4 times the price if you went to try to buy it. If somebody else was silly enough to try to make it, there is so much potential in here. You can use it all over your body. Now, I am someone who just likes to slap shit on. Okay, I'm not I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do that and I'm going to do all these things. I just want something that I can work and put over everywhere. It's easy for me to go boom, boom, boom with the mag, or spray it on and then do a couple of pumps with the lymphatic cream all over. I really think you can see that I'm a sun bunny, right? And I need to sunbake with my neck up here because you can see this white patch. So on the weekend, if you want to see me, I'll be sunbaking like this at the beach. I think because you can wash, and I don't use soap because you can wash vitamin D off. So I don't use soap. I don't want to upset the pH of my skin at all. I will use soap if I've been fishing or playing with manure or something like that. But other than that, I am soap free. But I really think my vitamin D levels are off the chart, are really good. And I really think it's because I'm using the lymphatic cream after getting some sunshine too. So it really nourishes and helps that absorb into my body with all of the actives. And then we've got with the magnesium, it's everyone's favorite for any pain, any soreness that's going on. I love it how ladies will say, "Oh, I've given it to my mum and now she's back in the garden again." So just by using the magnesium, you can use it as a deodorant. You can also use it just on any area like for pain. I use it all over. I even bath in it. You can use it as a bath soak. So we've got arnica in there as well with the frankincense, eucalyptus, rosemary, and MSM. So MSM gets into the cells. So that's why I like to mix them two together with that and that. And then we've got our face cream. Hyaluronic acid, probiotics. You only need a tiny little pea size. Like this will last you 3 months. This 125 ml face cream. Like we all know the benefits of hyaluronic acid, but we also need to really see the benefits of using the probiotics on your face. We are more bacteria than what we are anything else. So keeping that bacteria happy on the inside and on the outside. So feeding that is the best thing that you can do for your skin. So that's everyone's favorite. Face cream, wacka, 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 wacka. I know that when I use the lymphatic cream that my lips when I wake up in the morning, they're quite luscious. So let me know if you get that as well. So using most times I only shower once a day. Okay, so I know that, so I'm only putting on my lymphatic cream once a day, and that will stay on, and I can feel it that it's on. It's not like I can feel it wash off in a shower or anything like that, but I just know that my skin barrier is protected. My skin is moisturized for the whole day. With the magnesium, because I'm starting to train hard, I will put that on twice. Okay, so that's my routine. You can do this laying in bed. You can just do your feet. You can just do your ankles. So spend a little bit of more time if in an area that that you need it. If you want to spend a little, if you are not pooing properly, spend more time on your tummy. Spend more time breathing. Definitely use the magnesium because you're probably magnesium deficient and salt deficient and vitamin C deficient as well. So make sure you use the magnesium on your tummy a lot with that too. Okay, so the cream and the mag spray are the best I've ever used. My skin feels amazing, so soft and supple. I had skin like sandpaper and now it's amazing. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, who would have thought? Who would have thought that little old me could sit down at a computer? Do you know how long it took me to put this formulation together? 45 minutes. Like, that's it. It was never a 10-year story of, this and trauma and blah, blah. It was, okay, I'm going to put a cream together. I'm a naturopath. What do I really want to put in it? I really want castor oil. Okay. I really want MCT oil. Yes. I'd love arnica. Those are all the things that I love. And then I would Google and have a look and like, oh, I didn't know that white cypress was all about that. Okay, horse chestnut. Yes, veins, because I've had my veins stripped years and years ago. I had, my veins stripped because I ended up with really bad varicose veins from pregnancy. And my legs were still numb until I started using my gloves. I had no feeling in my legs. All the nerve endings not working at all until I started using my gloves. So talking about surgery, a lot of people are too scared to use their gloves pre and post surgery. Oh, here we go. I'm currently recovering from a fracture fibula and I'm getting massage in the cream and the mag spray into the area twice a day when I remove the moon boot, and it is so soothing. Yes. Okay, so when you've gone to hospital and you've had surgery, what do you normally wake up with on your legs? The pumps? Yeah, you wake up with the pumps on. What are they doing? Helping move your lymphatic system, helping with circulation. Yeah. So that to me is a big hell yes when it comes to lymphatic drainage. I woke up from surgery and the first thing that I was doing from my hysterectomy, I had a fight with the anesthesiologist. I can never say anesthetist or whatever it is. I had a fight with him before I went under. So I just ended up saying to him, you, only just give me the bare minimum. And so I did wake up in a little bit of pain. So I was, using my gloves, waking up. And after my hysterectomy, like I was back at work soon. And I've never felt so much pain right in the beginning, but I healed super amazing. One, because Tia Brennan put me on, we did the vaginal swab beforehand. We made sure that all the bacteria and everything was right. And I had to do like this whole regime before I went in. So I got my body prepared so well before I went into surgery. And then afterwards, definitely using the gloves and using our compression. Who's got the compression? Yes, 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 beautiful. So using our CJ & Co compression, I love it. I've been using compression forever. My first one was $14,000 for the Sarissa press-on machine. And then after that, I started using the Normatex. And the Normatex were fine because they would send out, I gave them some information, the Australian arm of Normatec. I gave them some information that went out with all of the devices that was telling people how to use the gloves, why it's important not to just treat your body like a tube of toothpaste and squeeze. Like people use these compression legs and they think that going the hardest is the best, and they don't open up the top. There is no education done. So then I got the shits with that when they sold to Hyperice. And then I thought, you know what, I can do better. So a couple of trips to China, and we've made our own range, which is really affordable. 2 people can use the one motor. We've got extenders that you can zip in and make them wider. So it doesn't matter what size your legs are, they're going to fit you. There are 2 sizes, and that goes on your height. So whether you are a regular, which is, let's say, 5'6" and lower, shorter, or are 5'6" and higher is the large size. So we've got the legs here. So you pull on the legs, set your timer, and I tell you, it is the best way to put anyone to sleep. So if someone's annoying you, just say, oh, I've got a lovely set of compression legs here, especially males. And you put them in, you turn it on, 3 minutes, and they are gone. I had, with the doctor, Taylor Swift's and Pink's doctor when they come to Australia. I went and had a talk to him because we do backstage stuff, and he was like, "Oh, this is going to put me to sleep," and he was asleep within 3 minutes. He was like, didn't want to believe any of it, but yeah, knocked him out. It was a pretty cool experience. So if you want to put somebody into their parasympathetic, if you're high on what's going on, everything's stressing, there's too much going on, put on compression. Because what do you do when a baby's upset? You swaddle them, you hug them, you put pressure on them. Same with kids with learning difficulties, with ADD, all of that thing. It's like with anxiety, it's like hold them tight, use a compression, a weighted blanket. So that womb type feeling is so important, and it is the best way to bring you down from being up here. So that's why we're using, so we have the shorts, we have the waist, we have the arms and the legs. So there is a full body system when it comes to our compression. The arms are one size, they fit everyone. The waist is one size, but we do have an extender for the waist, and we have extenders for the shorts, and we have extenders for the legs. So make sure you always use your gloves before you use your compression. You have to pop the cork, do the sequence. If you're going for a massage, and if it's not with one of my therapists, take your gloves. Do the sequence on yourself before you hop on the table. Okay. What are some other things that we can do? We can bounce. All right. And it doesn't matter if you don't have a rebounder is cool, a trampoline is cool, but you can just stand there and bounce. Yeah. You can sit and bounce. I'm sitting and bouncing. I'm moving. You can flop. You can move. You can do bed synchronized swimming. You can lay in bed and you can have your arm and you can have the leg and you can shake it all about and move your body and do these ones too. So there is so many different things that you can do to move. I think it's just reminding yourself to do it. Is that a thing? I think we get so busy and wound up into every day. Trace, what did I suggest other than a rebounder at the retreat? Oh, the I Chi. It was called an I Chi machine. Yes. So it's sort of like this thing that you put your ankles in, and you put your ankles in and it wiggles you and you lay down. I think it's called an I Chi machine. Yes, and the vibration, I think it's ICHI, not sure. And the vibration boards, definitely, yes, you can sit on it. You don't have to stand. You can sit, you can lay, you can put your calves on it. You can get onto Messenger on Facebook and and get one for like $50, a secondhand one, with the vibration. Leonie?
Marketplace, not Messenger.
Sorry, yes, Marketplace. Thank you, my tech queen. Or Angela's just reminded me, you can go the whole hog and you can jump in our Rejuvenest. Angela's just got hers at home. Ebony is getting one for her house. I just hopped in mine tonight. Mine is on the balcony. So our Rejuvenest sauna is this one here, this sauna here. So I love it because you're laying down in a sauna and your head is on the outside. So your head isn't getting hot. You don't have to wreck your hair. But your head's on the outside with the negative ion air going to your face. And then inside the chamber, you can choose which color light therapy you're going to do, whether it's green, whether it's blue or red. So you're laying down. We've got the terahertz frequency chips all the way through the pod. We've got the vibration. So you're vibrating, you're laying on a bed of crystals. It's pretty cool. You can go in there feeling like every leaf on a tree, and you come out feeling like the trunk. You've got your shit together. If you want to talk to me about getting your own Rejuvenest, please message me. We have got 14 coming that will be here in about 3 to 4 weeks. And I think there is 8 left of those that aren't sold. Yeah, so let me know if you want to talk more about the Rejuvenest. And yeah, go to sleep in there. Yeah, listening to the music with the Bluetooth. Yeah. So I just want you to know, ladies, that we're always going to be searching for more things for you, what works, whether it is a $20,000 Rejuvenest or whether it is a 2-minute breathing sequence that works best for lymphatics, whether it's putting your feet up on a pillow, whether it's, you know, sharing information, whatever we can do, we are here to help as much as possible when it comes to lymphatics. Please incorporate this into your day somehow. Once, just somewhere. Your gloves with the magnets will even stick on the fridge. So if there is time, if you forget to do it in the bathroom, magnetize one to the fridge and go, oh, there's that Chelsey woman again. She's even in my fridge and in my kitchen telling me to do this. Grab your glove, give yourself a rub, get into the areas and breathe. When you are massaging your body and you feel a little bit of pain, don't react and go, oh, that's sore. Okay, hold it, relax your shoulders, breathe, because the whole point of having a massage is just to acknowledge past hurt, to acknowledge past trauma, and acknowledge the work that you've done, like the weights that you've pulled. It's just acknowledgement. So putting your body and acknowledging that and taking a breath and letting your body know that it's safe, that is what having a massage is all about. Doing that with a therapist is even better. Like, I love having somebody else's hands on me. I love receiving a treatment. We have got so many amazing, beautiful, powerful therapists that all brings something unique of their own, as well as doing the lymphatic massage. So please reach out, have a look on the website, go and see them. Make a booking with a beautiful Leonie. I've got Ange on here as well. Who else? Who else is on here? Is my Utah is on here as well. Catherine on here too. So, you know, you've got beautiful therapists that keep on turning up and keep on educating themselves all about lymph and women's health. Do you use the cream and then the oil over the top straight after? I normally put the oil on first, the magnesium oil on first. I spray, and then I will use the cream over the top. So I will go 1, 2, and then I will use this one throughout the day, the magnesium oil throughout the day, if there's any sore spots, and then I use it as deodorant. My opinion on Happy Juice, I really don't have too much of an opinion on Happy Juice. I think it's sort of the same as the other slim, like the slimming things. I don't know enough about it to have an opinion on it. Nikki Thompson, you're here as well. Can't see your face, babe. Are you out for dinner or are you naked in bed? You're probably naked in bed. Okay. Is that wine? Happy juice. Oh, it's happy juice wine. Okay, Candida. If you have Candida, you're going to find this 10 times harder to lose weight, to move your body. You have to get rid of the parasites in your belly. You can do this by doing a spit test and spitting into a glass of water in the morning. So get a glass of water, wherever spit is in your mouth, spit that into the glass of water, put it into the fridge. Tomorrow morning, 4 hours later, have a look. If your spit's on top, you've got Candida. If your spit's hanging in the middle, you've got Candida. Worse. If it's in a big globby on the bottom, then your body is riddled with Candida. Please go to Genesis Health. We are opening our new website tomorrow. So the Good Gut Protocol and the minerals and things, they're not going to be on our website. So we just have to, have to go straight to Genesis Health. I don't make any money or do anything with like recommending to do this parasite cleanse. I just know that it's a great cleanse to do and recommend you to do it. So Genesis Health, or go to my website now and you'll find the link. But tomorrow it'll all change. Mark Porter is in Facebook too, in our BooB Camp group, to ask any questions. Looking at getting rid of parasites should be one of the first things that you're looking at when you're sick. Parasites poo in you a lot. They're big, they're nasty, they're gross. Then you don't want this growth going on. So that's what I'm currently doing at the moment. I'm doing a parasite cleanse. You need to do it at least twice a year. So do your parasite cleanse, and then you have to reboot your body with the happy bacteria. Oh, Ruth, they don't send to Germany. Okay, so look up wormwood. Wormwood is a great herb. Is everything okay? Yes, sorry, I just froze for a little bit. Wormwood, have a look at the ingredients, Ruth, and on the VitaCleanse, and see what you can find in Germany. Okay, but whatever you can do, ivermectin, I know it's a pharmaceutical, but it won a prize. It's safer than aspirin. It's a good way to get rid of parasites in your belly. The Campentrum, just do the Campentrum with the membezinol in it. Grab one of that, have 2 tablets, and then have 2 a week later. Whatever you can do to get rid of all of the baddies going on. We know that with the dreaded vaccine, the COVID vaccine, there are 8 strands of parasites in that vaccine. So if you did that, please make it a priority to do a gut cleanse, because you will have a gut full of parasites. Yeah, homeopathy is amazing as well. Definitely. Yeah, have a look at the homeopathy to go with cleaning out your gut, and then helping then repair it. So then you need zinc to help repair your gut. And omegas, have a look at your the fats. It's really important that every meal you have a fat, a protein, and a carbohydrate. Every single meal. Ladies, I bet you are all protein deficient. I bet you that you are. You all need to have at least 80 to 100 grams, even more. I'm being nice there. 100 grams of protein a day, and a steak's got 20 in it. So, you need to go hard with the protein. Do you have Reiki therapists? Yeah. A lot of Susie, a lot of our prackies have done Reiki. Yes, they have. All right. Any last questions, girls, before we wrap up? Night 2 of all of our action. Carbs prevent zinc absorption. How? Yes. Yes. And so what did we learn today with Scott's talk? Cadmium prevents zinc absorption. Let's say heavy metals prevent zinc absorption. And where do I find the cleanse info? So Mads will pop the link in, or just go to Genesis Health, Genesis, Genesis Health. I use the magnesium oil as a deodorant. Where else? Oh, Amber's on Facebook. Emily's on Facebook. Okay. Hello, beautiful girls. Amber's getting a Rejuvenest as well. So excited. Listening to music. Yes. Yes. All right. So let me have a look there. Yay. All right. So last night was just do your best. Tonight is just stop making excuses. From those of you who went on the retreat, that was pretty much of a big message, wasn't it, from Trace Leone, that you can do this. We can remove some blockages and and really move ahead. and Catherine. Yeah, it was beautiful. It's amazing what can happen when you put a group of women together, and you know, and to come in on day one, and people go, "Oh, we don't know what's gonna happen here," and then you know, walk away after 3 nights with so much love, and I'm so proud of these girls, new women walking out those gates. Loved it. Loved it to bits. I'll let you know if we ever are doing another retreat. If we do another retreat, and if you're interested, jump on, because I just make things up as I go. And if I feel like doing something, I do it. So if you ever see us advertise for another one, all these ones who came before will probably just will jump on again and come too. So different ways to come and see me. I will be on the Gold Coast this Saturday, doing the $1 Million Women. We're getting ready for the Olympics, and so that is this Saturday. And then Sunday, we're going to be on the Sunshine Coast. So if anyone's coming around the Sunshine Coast, we're going to be at Cindy is putting together a colonic workshop. So there is amazing speakers all about health, all about gut health on Sunday, and that includes lunch. It's at Perigian. I'm pretty sure it's at Perigian Beach on Sunday. So please come along. It's $50, and that includes lunch. So I'm speaking, Scott's speaking, it was beautiful speakers. I think they're doing a fermented food course as well. If you know anyone on the Sunshine Coast, come along to that. And then next weekend, I'm speaking at the Australia Traditional Medicine Society. They still love me. On the Saturday, and then the Sunday we are at Springfield. Ange, I haven't told you, we're only doing ATMS on the Saturday, and the Sunday then we're going to Springfield, okay? I can't hear you.
Messaged you earlier when I saw that post come up.
Yes. Yeah. So I can only do one day at ATMS, and then the second day we're going to Springfield. Okay. So we're getting around the traps, and this is just something that I love doing, is getting out and speaking and meeting as many faces and giving as many hugs as we can. Okay. So no more questions. Great. Who's going to join tomorrow night? You're going to come along tomorrow night and listen to Tia. You are going to pick up some amazing knowledge from this woman. We're not only going to be talking about pH and bacteria, but if you want to ask some questions, this is the brain to ask them to. Her brain is phenomenal, that word. I think it starts with P. All right, so please come along and ask her some questions, pick her brain. She's been with me from the start with this. So I'll see you there. Beautiful.
Can you send me her contact details, Chelsey, on message?
Yes, darling. I
Thank
can
you.
do that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ruth.
Bye.
Thank you, darling girl.
Yes. See you all tomorrow night.
Yeah, you will. Bye, love.
Bye. Thank you, Mads. I said to Mads when we started, I'm like, should I go with the glasses or without the glasses? And he's like, Chelsey, look how good I am in glasses. So we'll just go glasses together. I'm like, okay. So we were playing matchy glasses, Mads and I. All right.
You stop recording,
Okay.
yeah?
Oh, they always tell me what to do, aren't you, Leonie? Goodbye,
Yes, love.
Instagram. All right. Goodbye. And now,
Right. I wanted
Okay,
to say that lady.
hold on.
Okay.
End live video. End live video. End.